Students, welcome to the video homework help class. We're looking at page, excuse me, sorry about that. We're looking at page 31, numbers 3 through 6, 13 through 25. And so if that is not the assignment you are on, then you're either doing the wrong assignment or watching the wrong video. But this is the assignment that we are on, okay? Let's jump into it right away. Feel free to watch the whole video or just the ones, maybe the evens if you need to check your answers, or maybe just the ones that you know that you've missed. All right, let's start off with number 3. You should turn in your book to page 31 so you can follow along with the directions. Page 31, number 3, numbers 3 and 4 say the following: find the length. Now number 3, if you look in your book, they want you to find the length of DF. And notice D starts here and runs all the way to here. So they want us to find this whole segment. Notice they've broken it down in pieces. Piece DE has a length of 4, and piece EF has a length of 9. So DF has to be, using the segment addition postulate, has to be 4 plus 9. So the measurement of DF would have to be 13, or the length of DF has to be 13. All right, let's take a look at number 4. Number 4, they want us to find the length of QR. The length of QR. Now, if you look at the screen here, here's QR right here. Notice they've given us the whole length from P all the way down to R is 35, and from P to Q is 24. So you're going to have to say to yourself, what would I put in here for QR? So if I took 24 plus this number, I would get 35. Well, obviously it would have to be 11, because PQ is 24, and if we state that QR is 11, then 24 plus 11 should equal 35, and it does. Or another way to look at it would be 35 minus 24 is 11. So the length of QR is 11. All right? Length of QR is 11. All right, the directions for 5 and 6. The directions for 5 and 6 state to determine which segments are congruent. So what we're going to do in problems 5 and 6 is find the length of each segment. So the length of CD would be 1. I'm counting spaces again, don't forget, students. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the length of CD is 4. Now let's find the length of AB. 1, 2, 3. So AB is 3. Now let's find the length of segment EF. 1, 2, 3, 4. So EF has a length of 4. So obviously this segment here and this segment here are congruent. So what you would write then would have to be this right here. Well, I guess it's kind of blocked off, but it's CD. We'll write it like this. CD is congruent to EF. Okay? So there we go. Let's take a look at number 6. Now, I'm going to count the length of CD. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So put a 6 here and circle it. The length of GH is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So GH is 5. EF is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And then AB is 1, 2, 3. So the only two segments that I see are congruent would be EF, which has a length of 5, and GH, which has a length of 5. So I would simply state EF is congruent to, put a little segment sign above it, segment EF is congruent to segment GH. All right? That's numbers 3 through 6. Now we're going to look at numbers 13 through 25. 13 through 25. Now, if you'll look at the directions for 13, 14, 15, and 16, they want you to draw a sketch of what they're stating and then write the segment addition postulate for the points or for the problem. So I hope you'll really pay attention here and watch this. This is very good practice for you, okay? 13 says E is between D and F. So I'm going to draw a segment. I'm going to put D here. I'm going to put E here. And I'm going to put F here. Now you could have arranged your points any distances from each other that you want to, but what you do have to do is have E in the middle, because it states E is between D and F. Now you know what you do? Your first segment here is DE, so you write DE, then put a plus sign. Your next segment is EF, so you put EF, and then notice what we've written here. We've written DE, and that's right here, DE, plus, put plus sign here, EF, and EF is right here. So DE plus EF equals what? Equals the whole segment, which is DF. And that's all they want you to do. On 14, 15, and 16, and 13, which we just did, draw the segment, and then write the segment addition postulate statement that goes with that segment. All right, let's try another one. Number 14. H is between G and F. H is between G and F. So here's G, here's F, and we'll put H right here. H is between G and actually it says G and J, and I apologize for getting that wrong. Let me quickly fix that. There we go. And let's make that a J. All right, so H is between G and J. Now, we start here to the left. My first segment is going to be GH, so I'm going to write GH plus my next segment would be HJ equals, so GH plus HJ has to equal the whole segment, which is GJ. And that's all they want you to do. All right, number 15. M is between N and P. Here's N, here's P, and M is right here. M is between N and P. Well, my first segment is NM, so I'm going to write NM plus my next segment is MP, so NM plus MP equals, and that equals the whole segment, which is NP. I hope this is making sense. Let's move on now to number 16. R is between Q and S. So here's Q. We'll put R right here just for the fun of it, right next to Q, and then S way over here. All right. R is between Q and S. Now, using this segment, let's demonstrate the segment addition postulate. My first segment is QR plus my next segment is RS equals the whole segment, which is QS. I'm not sure why I put a 3. QS. All right, so there we go. Not too bad. All right, let's continue on, and let's take a look now at numbers 17 through 21. For numbers 17 through 21, they want us to put true or false. Now, I hope, students, that you'll really listen, and if you don't understand something, back the video up and listen to it again, or contact me if you have to. But please listen carefully. Number 17 says, if you're looking in your book, you'll see this, which you should be looking in your book. B is between A and C. B is between A and C. Now, there's two things that have to happen for that to be true. Number one, B has to be in between those 2 points, and it is. And number two, they have to be collinear. That means they lie on the same line, because in geometry, excuse me for yawning, in geometry, whenever we say a point is between 2 points, that does mean, by definition, they are collinear. So, are points A, B, and C collinear? Yes, they are. They're on the same line. And is B in between A and C? Yes, so that is definitely true. Now, number 18 is going to be false, so please watch carefully. 18 says E is between C and F. Well, here's C, here's F, and here's E. It looks good because E's in between them. But students, are points C, E, and F collinear? No. CE is one line, and then notice it bends and goes this way. That's another line. It looks like this. It comes down and then bends. Well, I'm not giving a very good example there with my drawing skills, but it comes down and then goes that way. There's a bend. That's not the same line. So C, E, and F are not collinear. Thus, E is not between C and F. Look, the only way in geometry that a point can be between 2 points is if A, it's between them, and B, if they are collinear, and these 3 points are not collinear. All right, number 19 says E is between D and H. Well, here's D, here's E, and here's H. Students, that's a straight line. All 3 of those points are collinear, and A is in the middle. So yes, that is definitely true. All right, number 20. D is between A and H. D is between A and H. Well, here's A, here's D, and here's H. They are all 3 on a perfectly straight line, so yes, they're collinear, and D is in between those 2 points. So yes, that's definitely true. Now let's take a look at number 21. Number 21. This one's going to be false, so please watch carefully and make sure you understand why. C is between B and E. Well, here's C. This is obviously false. Here's B, and here's E. Are these 3 points all on the same line? Well, no, these 2 points are on this line, and C and E are on this line. So right away it fails there. They have to be collinear. In order for a point to be between 2 points, those points have to be collinear, and they're not collinear. Okay? I hope you're understanding this. Now let's take a look at numbers. Not sure what I just did there. Let's take a look now at numbers. Hold on one second, please. Let's take a look now at numbers 22, 23, 24, and 25. All right, here's number 22. All right, they want us to find the length of PR. The length of PR. Well, look, students, here's PQ, that's 9. Here's QR, that's 7. They want you to find the whole length. So 9 plus 7. So the answer would have to be 16. 16. All right. I hope I'm not going too fast. This really isn't difficult here. All right, on number 23, they want us to find the length of SU. Now notice, first of all, we know the length of ST, that's 5, and then we know the length of TU, that's 16. They want to know the entire length running from S here all the way down to U, this whole length. So a piece is 5, the other piece is 16. If you add those 2 together, you will get 21 for your answer. 21, okay? And now let's take a look at number 24. Now it's a little different, students, don't miss this. Now they're giving you the entire whole length of the segment. The whole segment is 21, and this little piece here is 11. So what would this piece here have to be where I put an X to make the whole thing equal 21? Wouldn't it have to be 10? Because 11 plus 10 would give you 21? Sure. This length, MN, has to be 10. All right? And another way you could prove that is take the whole length, which is 21, and subtract out 11, which is this length right here, and you're left with 10. All right, let's go on to our last problem. All right, so finally done with your homework. Notice once again they give you the entire whole length from J all the way to L is 23. All right? And then they tell you this length here is 17. What would this little length right here have to be? 17 plus, would have to be a 6, wouldn't it? Sure it would be. If this length is 17 and this length is 6, and you add those 2 together, you'll get 23. So the length of JK has to be 6. Another way to get that is take the entire length of the whole segment, which is 23, and subtract out 17, which is 6. I really hope that has helped. Hope you guys have done well on the homework assignment, and all that I can say is keep working hard.